and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education, the only comedy podcast where a comedian is trying to learn GCSE science, the combined syllabus, from her normal 9-year younger brother called Ron. Who has a harmonica?
Harmonica.
Hey, Harmonica, how you doing?
Good.
Have you just realised you didn't write the register?
Yes.
Right, I'll stop the record while you write that then.
Okay.
Fucking hell. We're back. He's done his job. Put that down. What are you doing? No, you're not going to play harmonica all the way through the intros.
No, but look, you can do it hands-free, so I can podcast while playing the harmonica.
No, Ron, you can't, because podcasting does not require you typing. It's detrimental to the podcast, both of the things you're doing right now. You're supposed to be talking.
I can be really annoying with this hands-free. I don't think you're in. Like, imagine you bothering John with both hands or just screaming into a harmonica. And you're telling me this isn't an innovation you're interested in.
I will take one for my birthday on the 28th of September. Thank you very much. It's fun today because I was hungover and weird in the episode and you're hungover and weird today. In fact, did you just swallow some of your own sick right
No,
there?
I burped.
Oh.
I've got heartburn, but look, I can...
Yeah, because you drank your body weight yesterday.
I drank a lot of wine.
Yes, and rum.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know what you were drinking when I left, but you were still going.
Rum.
Rum. Where's the rum gone?
And then... Yes, I was drinking more rum in the barn. And then...
We went to a wedding yesterday.
Some delightful boys kept buying me Jaeger bombs.
Hey! Yeah, we went... happy wedding day,
We
Robin
went ham.
and Katie. We went ham.
Yeah, we went ham at the wedding.
Jesus Christ.
I went ham.
It's one thing to be ourselves in the main body of the... Don't blow...
You don't know when I'm going to do it.
I do know.
I don't have to raise it to my mouth.
It's our last same room record for a while. Ron leaves tomorrow. Wah, wah. Goodbye,
Usually
Ron.
Laura would be very sad about this, but we've spent too much time together, and I think she's looking forward to some peace.
No, I'm going to phone you every day to make you play Minecraft with me.
And sometimes I will.
At least 3 times a week.
I can't commit to that.
Why?
I don't have a television.
Yeah, that's a problem. You need to get one. Why were you wasting time buying a mattress today when you could have been buying a television?
It's not going to be there for 2 weeks, Laura. I said no to the more expensive delivery.
Why did
It was £45, to be fair.
Yeah, but then you'd have a fucking bed.
Yeah.
And now you don't have a bed, but you have got...
No.
£45 is way less comfortable than a mattress.
Yeah.
You're a fool.
Yeah.
Why didn't... Anyway. See, I might be shit at science, but I've got my fucking life together. Was that the door? It was the door.
Serious podcasting.
Mackie's home.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we?
Listen to the episode. It's about to happen. It's
gonna
chemistry.
happen now. We talk about
Chemistry.
Well, I'm very cross with Ron about this episode. You'll hear it. We'll discuss afterwards. Mackie, welcome home.
Yarfing on the carpet.
She just can't drink very well. Anyway, enjoy it. Have a good time, everyone. Okay. I'm recording, Ron.
Hello.
Why are you being weird?
It's weird today because we usually do a quiz and usually intros and outros before this. It's odd to just launch straight into an app. But quiet chair. And
Same room episode.
And quiet bottle.
No, that was not quiet. I don't think you know what quiet means.
Quite quiet.
Quite quiet. I'm hungover.
Yeah, you're grumpy, but you're pretending that you're not.
I'm not pretending I'm not, you fuck. I am grumpy. I'm hungover. And I really want to try, but you're being really cagey and weird, and it makes me suspicious, and I think you've planned something weird.
No, I'm just on tiptoes because you're being kind of an arsehole.
You think this episode is weird. What's going on in today's episode? No, you're being sneaky face.
No, it's
you
'cause
are.
You're being rude and angry.
I'm hungover.
I'm hungover loads and I'm never mean to you.
Why are you hungover loads? Do you secret drink?
No, it's just when I do drink, I binge drink.
Yeah, everybody does. That's what drinking is. Stop looking at me like that. What's going on with you? Are you alive? You're alive? You're fine?
I'm fine.
Ugh. When I'm hungover, this is where my dangerously dehydrated levels of life just tip into unbearable.
Yeah, I haven't seen you drink any water today.
Why would I drink water?
Because you're hungover.
I've had coffee.
No,
I've
you
had an ice
haven't.
cream. Yes, I have.
When did you have a coffee?
When I was out. I've just been out for 3 hours,
You
haven't
don't
I?
like coffee.
I like coffee with hot chocolate in it.
Okay, you've had a hot chocolate.
With coffee in it.
Coffee also dehydrates you, though.
How?
It's a diuretic.
What does that mean?
It means you piss more. The
I
same
piss more
as
when
tea.
I drink water.
Yes, because that's filled you up with water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the point of drinking water when you're just pissing loads?
Because you absorb some of it.
I don't think you absorb very much, though.
Yeah, you absorb enough if you drink enough.
No, because if I drink a cup of water, I piss more than a cup of water.
That's not true.
It is true.
You get water from your food as well.
Well, then why am I drinking?
To top yourself up.
I think it's stupid. Is it chemistry today?
Yeah, which is weird. Again, weird app, because we did physics last week.
Yeah, with Dara. No, we didn't. We did biology last week. We did photosynthesis. Dara's gone out today.
Yeah, the last record we did was physics
yeah.
with Dara O'Brien.
My finger is really dirty.
Yeah, and you've just pulled that out of your eye.
All that dirt was in my eye. It's makeup from last night. Ugh, I dribble so much when I'm hungover. It's like the sides of my mouth get floppy. I'm going to water the garden later. Maybe I'll have a drink then.
Okay. Can hear your dog flapping her gums somewhere. I was playing Minecraft with the sister of the podcast yesterday.
Yeah.
Then her husband kept walking into the room and just saying, "Ron, you're so reliable. That's what I love about you."
You are reliable, Ron.
Yeah.
I think people love your steady, calming hand.
Yeah.
Are you recording that?
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't want to go upstairs in case it disturbed her.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to be in the podcast? Husband of the podcast is here. He's not hungover or grumpy. Hi, Tom.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
Really good.
Do you want to learn some chemistry?
Yeah.
We're doing the rate and extent of chemical change today.
Oh, it sounds like it's going to be maths.
A bit of maths.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm hungover.
Yeah.
Laura's being really mean.
I'm not being mean. He's planned something weird. I can feel it. Look at his eyes.
I'm uncomfortable because she's being horrible.
I'm not being horrible.
Are you being a bit horrible?
No.
Are you being assertive about how you feel?
No. All I've done is Ron wouldn't do the sound check, and I said, "Ron, can you please just do the sound check?" And he went, "Okay."
Right, well, I'm going to supervise. Be nice to each other.
You're a grey old crone.
He whispered, "I'm a grey old crone."
I didn't hear that. Did you?
I did say it.
Learn about chemistry.
Tom, I feel sad now because he called me a grey old crone. Call me a beautiful young woman, please, to balance it.
You're a beautiful young woman.
Technicolor, beautiful young woman.
Many colours.
I am a many colours butterfly. Oh, quick reference there to a children's book that I've read 50,000 times.
Boy, girl, house. Anyway, chemical reactions, Laura, do they all happen at the same speed or do they happen at different speeds? This should be quickfire.
From the emphasis you put on the words, I'm going to say same reaction speeds.
Are you kidding?
Because you went different speeds, like don't say that one.
You think everything happens at the exact same speed?
Do you understand how emphasis works?
Yeah, he went different speeds, like don't.
As in, so this one.
No, like don't say that
Do you think
one.
you're right?
Not now, because you're staring at me and he's gone, are you kidding? Can I have some water? Because I'm dehydrated. Thank you. So, there's different speeds.
Don't try and do it based off...
Speeds.
Because I think you're not good with people. So I don't think you should be trying to do this based off the way that I'm saying things.
You don't think I'm good with... That's my main thing.
No, it's not.
What's my thing then?
You like being up on a stage, away from people.
Yeah, connecting with people.
No,
Yeah.
no, performing in front of people.
Connecting with them
No.
via my performance.
No, that's not what's happening.
Oh, no.
They're not your friends,
No.
and you despise them.
No, I don't. I
Yes,
just
you
like
do.
them at a distance.
Yeah, you're not good with them.
Not face to face. No, that's horrible.
No, but we're face to face right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not good with people.
But you're not people, you're Ron.
Yeah, I'm people.
Nah. So what's happening? Different speeds.
So what I'm saying is, don't try and work it out based off how I'm talking, because that's no good for you.
No, good for me. I don't need nobody.
Think about the content of what I'm saying, and then consider that.
So hang on, what was the question?
Do you think all chemical reactions happen at the same speed, or do you think some happen at different speeds?
What's a chemical reaction? Like vinegar. Like with bicarbonate of soda or something.
Yeah, that's a chemical reaction.
Yeah, I guess different speeds then. Different speeds, I'd say.
Yeah, probs. Eh?
Yeah. Okay. Ding!
So,
Takes different speeds to rule the world. Yes, it does.
can you think of...
different speeds
shut up.
to rule the world?
Can you think of a reaction that happens quickly?
Running.
That's not a reaction, that's exercise.
Is that Mackie? No, it's my cardigan. A reaction that happens quickly. Burning.
Combustion. That can happen very quickly, yeah.
Can't you just say burning?
No.
You're being so aggressive.
No.
You are. You're not blinking.
No, you're not good at this.
You're the one that's always like, "Oh, we're so close to each other."
Yeah, because you're clammy and close.
How can I be dehydrated and clammy?
It's all coming out gunk through your pores because you've not flushed yourself through.
I have loads of showers.
Yeah, not internally.
Ugh, there's water there.
You've not drunk any of it.
No, it's horrible.
Yeah,
Burning.
combustion.
Combustible engines.
That's one. Another thing would be, what's a slow one? What's a slow reaction?
Rusting.
Rusting's a really good example, Laura. Well done.
Iron oxide.
Now, those things
Ferrous metals.
don't burn at the same rate that they
Fuck
rust,
it.
do they? Do they?
No.
No, so different speeds. for
Different
each.
speeds to rule the world.
Now, what things do you think... What different things do you...
Hello, Mackie.
Mackie, what different things do you think could affect the rate of a reaction?
Temperature.
Yep. And?
Oxygen availability.
If oxygen's part of that.
Yeah.
So extrapolate that.
Do you know the word extrapolate makes me think of those trampolines on the beach that people get strapped into a harness and bounce on? I think that should be called extrapolating. Like trampolining in a strap. Extrapolating. What does it mean? Make it bigger. Go out.
I thought you were good with words.
Yeah, I'm checking.
It doesn't mean make it bigger.
Yeah, make the idea bigger. Go out with it.
Like, sort of take the same premise and extend it.
Yeah, that's what I
extrapolate.
said.
Don't grind gel pens against your teeth.
Quantity of chemical in the reaction.
Yeah, quantity of reactants. Anything else?
Catalyst.
Catalyst, really good one. Yep. What's a catalyst?
Tabby, Mr. Fluffles, Snoops, Tiggy Lonkle.
What's Tiggy Lonkle?
Could be a name for a cat.
Tiggy
I need a nap. I'm so tired today. Went to 2 parties yesterday, Ron. You didn't go to any parties?
No.
You're a partyless boy. No parties for you, party boy. Party. What are you saying?
What's a catalyst?
Catalyst.
It's not
is,
Tibby Lonkles.
Catalyst is a thing that helps. It's like makes a little station for a party to happen at. It does. It sets off the thing. It's like the
Yes.
crack on. Here you go. I'm a catalyst.
Yeah, but what's kind of the defining thing of a catalyst?
Small.
You don't know. No, it's something that speeds up a reaction and is used in the reaction, but that is not used up.
Oh.
So you'll have the same amount of catalyst at the end of the reaction that you do at the beginning, but it speeds things up.
Crikey.
Okay, catalyst, great one. Can you think of anything else that would affect the rate of a reaction?
I've forgotten what the beginning of the list was.
Yeah, because you've not really taken any notes or written anything down.
I didn't know that this was... I thought this was like summarising so far. Is this the lesson?
It's all the lesson.
Okay, Grumpy. Catalyst.
Summaries tend to happen at the end of things.
But sometimes you summarise what we did last time and then I make loads of good notes.
Have we done this before?
I don't know. Have we?
No, we're starting a new chapter.
I
The
didn't-
rate and extent of chemical change.
In a reaction. So what notes should I have taken? What's this list we've done? We've done speed of light. No, temperature. Availability of reactants. Rust. The rust belt. Of reactants. Oh, my hands aren't working.
No, you're holding that pen weird.
Ugh. Catalyst.
Yep.
What about volatility of the reactants?
Okay, define volatility for me.
How volatile they are.
Why would that change something? What does volatile... What do you think volatile means?
Like, you know, if they're one of the ones with all the really far out electrons, the loosey-easy ones, they react quicker, so they're more volatile.
So I'm going to be really generous, and the activation energy of a reaction would affect it. Yep.
What has that got to do with what I said?
Yeah, really generous. You're talking about, basically how easily something can react. That's the activation energy.
Activation energy.
So lower activation energy, the reaction's going to happen quicker. If it's got a higher activation energy, you need to get more energy together into one spot before the reaction can happen. When we have talked about things such as exchange surfaces, what has been...
Lungs.
Yes? What's a defining thing of lungs?
Bigger the better.
Bigger what?
Bigger eyes to eat you with, Grandma. Bigger exchange surface, the more space there is to have the party.
Exchange surface? Surface area. Yes.
What?
Surface area.
Why are you being so rude today?
No, you're just very thin-skinned. Surface area.
More surface area, more reaction speed.
Yeah. If you think about it, if you wanted to dissolve something, if you just put an egg-sized nugget into some water, that's going to take a while. That's going to take a while to dissolve. Whereas if you put a powder in, that's going to dissolve
like entropy.
Quicker. I wonder if the microphone can pick up Tom just laughing in the background. Yeah?
Yes.
All of that makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So, chemical reactions, are they one way or
another?
Do they go both ways?
We're gonna get you one way. Maybe next week. Who are you texting?
People. Yeah.
Friends?
Yeah.
Friendos? New friendos? Old friendos?
New friendos.
New friendos. I haven't even got my phone.
Probably left it at the cafe, didn't you?
Maybe.
So
what was the question?
Yeah.
I was distracted by you texting, which I shouldn't have been doing.
Shut up. Are chemical reactions one way or reversible?
Depends.
It does depend. Yeah. You can't why are you pulling your hair out?
It's just coming out at the moment.
Yeah, crone.
No, don't say crone. Don't say crone to me. That's too much hair to have just come out, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's probably because you never drink water.
Why is hair's not even made of water?
Yeah, but it's drying up the roots of the hair. And they're just crumbling out.
People are obsessed with water.
It's sloughing off.
I just don't think I need as much water as you.
Well, no, you don't. Because I'm cool and massive. So, where...
I took water with me to the cafe, but I didn't put the lid on properly and it spilled out all over the car.
Where...
That's a true story.
Where, Laura?
Where?
Do you think it's really important to know about chemical reactions and the rate with which they happen?
And cooking.
Yeah.
In a power station.
Why?
Because you've probably got lots of chemicals there.
Such as?
Sulfuric acid.
Why would there be sulfuric acid?
In batteries.
Why would there be batteries at a power station?
Torches and stuff.
Why would there be loads of torches at a power station?
Because if the power station breaks down, you have to go and switch it back on again.
But they wouldn't just have, they wouldn't be making their own batteries.
No, I didn't say they've been making them, they'd just be there.
Okay, but if the power station goes down, then we're going to lose power everywhere. So what's
That's why
it
you
important
need
to
a
have a
torch.
power station?
That's why you need a torch.
But you could have just said batteries.
What? So what do you want me to say? Where are their chemicals?
Where's it important to measure the rate of chemical reactions and know the limiting factors upon them?
Hospitals? Tom, can you stop laughing? It's not kind.
For that to happen, you're going to have to stop talking entirely.
Hospitals? Because you can't give people too many Mixy medicines. You have to know how they react to each other. Space. Like a NASA. Factories.
Factories. Probably the key one. Not in the batteries in a hospital.
Hospital was a good answer.
It wasn't.
Like a pharmacy. They say don't take those together. Cool. Factories then. A factory. A factory?
Yes, a factory.
Oh my
I said
God.
yes.
I didn't know.
So, in industry, it's important to understand the effect of all of the different variables that we've put in there, okay? Because some things, can you get rid of all this nest of hair around you? It's really off-putting. Where were we the other day when someone had shaved their pubes in a urinal? Was that in Bruges?
Yeah. It wasn't me, Tom.
There were so many pubes in that urinal, man. What are you drawing?
A factory.
That looks more like a church.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Well, it isn't.
It looks like a rocket church.
I told you I'm hungover. My drawings are not going to be their usual excellent quality today.
Or it looks a bit like something you'd put in a fish tank.
Well, it's a factory, so there.
So in industry, Laura,
Yeah?
focus up,
Yeah?
Laura.
I'm listening.
In industry, you need to understand the effect.
Like that bit in Beaches where Bette Midler's in the in that musical about industry.
She got Betty Midler eyes, and she needs you.
And she'll squeeze you. Hope I can't
Just to geese you.
She's
precocious.
She knows just what it takes to make a toothbrush. Oh,
Now,
the
Laura.
boy. This is Tom's favourite lyric in any song ever. Oh, the boys think she's a spy.
spy.
She's got Betty Davis thighs.
Now, Laura, in industry,
Industry.
they need to understand the effect of
The
all of these
industrial
different... Laura!
revolution. Ow! Don't flick
You
me!
said ow before I flicked
I
you.
knew you were going to flick me.
Focus up. I've
You
been trying to get
focus
through
up.
this
A
sentence for
bumblebee.
ages. They need to understand the effect of these different variables on the chemical reaction that they are doing in the factory that they're working in. Because
What
some
am I making?
chemicals. Because in some reactions, you know, you need to find the balance between doing it quickly and doing it well. Because let's say that you've got a really simple chemical process where we mix chemical A and chemical B to make chemical C. Okay? And then let's say that there's a byproduct, chemical D.
My chemical baby.
Chemical D.
D. Chemical D sounds like a euphemism for spunk.
No, it doesn't.
Stop looking to Tom for confirmation. You're showing off in front of your friends.
I'm not begging my friends for help. So, we want chemical C, we want as little chemical D as possible.
Why?
Because it's a byproduct.
Okay. But we're adding together chemicals A and B. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Chem A.
So,
Hang on. Chem A.
it's just an,
Shut up,
it's just
please.
an illustrative example. You don't need to write this down. It doesn't mean anything. Why have you ticked
Because that's the one we want.
This isn't going to make any sense next week. What was the point in the cross if you're going to draw an arrow that's pointing at the bit where it says less, please?
You're not allowed to dictate how the notes go, okay?
No, but I can ruthlessly critique them while I'm in the same room as you. I wasn't even close. So, we want as much chemical C as we can get.
Yes, I've written that down.
Christ, I'm just starting the sentence again because you interrupted me last
You
time.
interrupted me with flicking.
So, what you often get into is a situation where
Situation.
the higher temperature we do this at, the quicker the reaction happens. But, let's say if we do it at 100 degrees, we get 80 grams of chemical C and 20 grams of chemical D. And it takes an hour. But if we did it at 40 degrees, we'd get 99% chemical C and only 1% chemical D, but that might take 24 hours or something. So a lot of these things are about working out what the optimal thing is so that you get a good rate, of a good yield, but you're not waiting all day, because time's money. And we're talking about industry here, chemists. Right? Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. Just summarise everything we've done so far, just real quick.
You just got to find the balance that works for you, really. You got a long time? Or do you want it a bit faster? Change the variable. Get the one you want. Yeah? My eyes feel spicy.
You look ill.
Yeah, I feel ill. Yeah. I've got vinegary little eyes.
Okay. What do you think the formula for working out the rate of a reaction is?
Temperature plus time plus stuff like reactants times surface area equals results.
Okay, let's work that through. So let's say we're doing something at 80 degrees Celsius.
Yep.
We've got 100 grams of reactants. Why have you written 80%?
I don't know. What is it? Degrees?
Degrees Celsius, yeah. What was the rest of the thing you said?
I don't know now.
Why have you written a little
I
D?
can't remember how to do temperatures.
It's not a D, is
Oh,
it?
D for degrees.
D for Celsius.
D for degrees.
You stop playing with gel pens with
No,
your...
because you threw all my gel pens on the
Because you
floor.
threw a handful of gel pens at my
Because
face.
you said the one I threw originally missed.
And it did.
Well then.
Okay, so...
Oh, Christ.
This was your formula. So, what else did you need?
What are you doing?
What's the rate of reaction?
I don't know, Ron. You need to help me.
Yeah, what do you think the formula for it
I
is?
don't know, do I?
Just have a guess.
I thought I did.
Yeah, and I said, yeah, okay, let's work it through.
But you didn't remember what I said. No. So
Because
how
it's
can we do that?
it's really clearly quite fucking wrong. So, what does rate mean?
Grade.
Does it?
Like rate my plate, grade it.
Now, what does rate mean in this context?
Rate like gradient.
No.
Like what rate is it happening? What, like slope?
No.
No?
Why are you thinking of slopes?
Like what's the rate of a thing? Is like, how steep is it? How fast is it going?
How fast it's going, yeah.
Yeah.
How much over how much time?
How much over how much time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like a slope.
Why a slope?
Oh, like a little graph, you know?
It's just weird that you've made that leap, because you hate graphs.
I don't hate graphs.
They hate you.
Ah, I just think sometimes you ask me to draw graphs unfairly.
So in this context, the rate of reaction, what are we trying to work out?
How much of the thing we're getting at the end? How much Chem C we're getting?
Would that be a rate? Would that be...
No, Ron.
Would that be...
I don't really understand what you're asking of me, and I'm trying really hard.
You really sounded like Bridget Christie then.
I love Bridget Christie. She's got a new sitcom out.
Yeah, I like Bridget Christie.
Should we watch it together?
Yeah.
And then have a chat about it afterwards?
She married to Stuart Lee.
Yeah.
That's a cool couple.
Yeah.
I'm
in a cool couple.
not really Bridget Christie and Stuart Lee, though, are you?
No. No, we're not.
So yeah, by the rate of reaction, what are we actually trying to work out?
Broken record.
You're just broken.
Oh, feet touched. What's the question? Ask me once more and I'm going to get it this time.
What
You can't just have a question.
does it mean? What does rate of reaction mean? What are we trying to find out?
Oh, how quickly the reaction happens.
Yeah, basically. So what's the formula for that? Or what do we need to know to work that out?
The time.
The time that it's taken, yeah.
And the amount of stuff we had.
Yep, exactly. So what would the formula be?
Stuff divided by time.
Yes, Laura. Not temperature plus reactants plus surface area.
I wasn't saying plus, like add them together. I was like, these will be in the mix somewhere.
They're not.
They must be, because you said they all had an effect.
They do all have an effect.
There you go. They're in the mix somewhere.
But the speed of which a car runs a race is dependent on the engine and lots of other factors, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you need those things to calculate how quickly it did a race. Does it?
Do it.
Do it.
No, but that's just because they are part of what the race is. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Do it.
What is that?
That's the thing that I'm quoting every time I say do it.
Oh, what is it?
It's from Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, the third one, when Anakin kills Christopher Lee. And he's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't kill him. And then Emperor Palpatine's like, do it. So...
I've run out of hula hoops.
You run out of lunch hoops? So there's two different ways that we can calculate the rate of reaction, right? One of which...
God, make it stop.
One of which is starting with the quantity of reactant. So we could say that the rate of reaction is using up 6 milligrams of chemical A per second, right? The other way is product formed. So we could say, right, we're producing a yield of 100 tons.
I love the word yield.
Of chemical C per second. Understand?
Yeah.
Cool. Quantity of the reactant or product can be measured in two things. Hazard a guess.
Your hands or a beaker? Milligrams and milliliters.
Why would it be milligrams?
Because you just said milligrams.
I think I said micrograms.
No, I think you said milligrams.
Maybe I did, but no, it's grams.
Grams.
Or volume, centimetres cubed. So what Laura, is the unit of the rate of reaction?
Grams per second.
Very good, very good. Higher tier students, such as yourself, Laura,
Me.
also should be able to...
Bring me a higher tier. Do 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 do. Bring me a higher tier. 'Cause I'm so science smart.
should be able to talk about reactants in terms of moles.
Moles.
As well as these other things.
Moles.
So, Laura. We had 128 grams of chemical A. All of which was gone after a minute and a half.
Not be a
What
mole.
was the rate of reaction? What rate did it happen at?
What's in there?
This is a classic episode. The fans are going to eat this up.
Oh, God. 128 divided by 90. Sounds about right. How about that?
Yeah, what was that?
About 1.4.
Go on.
1.4. Sounds about right. Sounds about right, actually.
What are you saying?
My name's Ron. Sounds about right. 1.42. Fucking smashed my butt off with that sum.
Well done.
Sounds about right.
What do you think? Okay, new page, Laura.
No.
New page.
Why?
All right, then find a space on this page.
That means there's
Draw
no...
some axis. Draw an axis of a graph.
no more graphs, Ron. I'm going to do it in this ugly brown pen.
Okay. Why have you done it so badly?
Why is that bad? It's the fucking axes.
Because look at it. Why have you scribbled
Because the
them?
pen wasn't working.
You're a bad student.
No, I'm not. I'm trying really hard.
Doesn't mean you're good.
Fuck you. Fuck you all. Fuck you. I hate you.
So, Laura.
Fuck off.
Laura.
Fuck off.
Laura.
Fuck off.
You're about to get flicked again.
Say kind things.
You're
To
nice.
me. Yeah. Ah, one more.
You're not grey. Laura.
Yes, Ron.
X-axis is time.
Stop making that clicking noise. I hate it.
Really boring, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's really boring. Just nag. The y-axis is going to be amount of product created in grams.
Yeah.
So let's say that our reaction's happening at a steady temperature.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think a graph showing product created against time would look like?
Just diagonal line, top left, go. Top right, bam.
Yeah? Is that
Yeah.
what you think? Talk me through it. Why?
Because it's just more time, more product.
At a steady rate.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Any of the factors that affect the rate of reaction changing?
Don't know, you said not to worry about them.
No, I didn't. I said at a steady temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's steady.
At a steady temperature.
Yes, Ron.
At a steady temperature, not steady everything.
What do you want? What do you want from me?
Just answer the question, eh?
Just, all right, they're not steady. Wiggly.
What do you think it would look like?
I told you what I thought it would look like, and you're just staring at me.
No, I'm not. I'm conversing with you, and you're wrong. It's wrong.
Then I don't know. Do I? If I've
So
given you my
think
best
it through
answer.
a bit more.
Take
a look at the list.
Wiggly.
Take a look at the
wiggly,
list. Take a look at the
wiggly.
list. Stop saying wiggly.
A flat line. Down. Down.
Take a look at the list.
The list. You
Of
put that on a
things.
different page.
Take a look at the list of things.
Stabbing the table.
Which ones of these are changing as the reaction goes on?
And I don't know.
Look at them! Get it in your knucklehead.
None of them.
Really?
Activation emoji? It's changed.
No, it's the same reaction, isn't it?
I don't fucking know, Ron!
It is. I didn't say temperature's the same, reaction changes halfway through. Goes from being
But then none of them.
goes from,
My answer is
goes from
none
being
of
a fire to being something rusting.
My answer is none of them.
Why would I keep pressing this if it was none of them?
Don't ask me for an answer, get my answer, and then thick me when that was my answer.
Nobody thicked you but yourself and your thick head. Run me through the list of them and tell me that they're not changing.
Temperature stays the same.
Yep.
Availability of reactants, they're there. Catalyst
Wait, but
doesn't change.
is the availability of the reactants not changing?
No?
Why not? They're getting used up.
Aren't we pumping them in?
No.
Well, you didn't tell me that!
Why would we be pumping them in?
Because there's a factory!
No. You take a set amount of something, you mix
You
it with a set
didn't
amount.
say that!
That's assumed.
Oh, fucking not assumed! That is... I thought I was picturing a factory with pumps coming in.
No.
You need to be clearer.
So with that in mind,
Embarrassing me in front of my daughter now.
have a go.
Why?
All right, let's just...
All right, it's a mountain. It's going to make a mountain.
Is it?
Yes!
What do you mean? It's
They're going to react and then they're going to stop reacting. Woo! A mountain.
But it's the amount of product on the y-axis, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know, Ron. Yeah, bigger O, baby.
We can stop.
I don't know what you
But
want.
I want you to draw a line on this
God.
graph that illustrates the
I
thing
tried.
that I've asked you to illustrate.
I tried, and
No.
you just keep shouting at me.
No, you tried, and I said, no, that's not right.
But you don't say, no, it's not right. You go, thick piece of bitch witch, get out of your swamp brain and stop sucking boots.
That's the podcast! And again,
But then
we can
don't get
either do
mad at
that,
me when I get
we can do that,
flustered.
or we can stop.
Oh, well, you're threatening. Your toy's out of the hard boat. You have to just... The podcast is also me trying, and I hate this.
No, I'm not threatening to quit the podcast, but we can stop recording. We're at like 40 minutes. We don't have to keep going.
I don't know what you want from me.
Yes, you do. Draw the line on
Oh
the
my
thing.
god, have every line on planet Earth. What do you want? Like a flat line and down? A flat line and up?
Start at this corner.
Oh Christ, there you go.
Okay, we'll be calm then for a bit. Start at this corner and think it through. As... Stop drawing fucking lines.
You what?
Draw more axes.
Oh my god.
Laura,
Yes.
bring it down a notch.
You bring it down a
I
notch.
have. Listen to my calm tones. Okay, start in the corner. And then think it through. As more product gets created, what's going to happen to the rate of reaction? Well, it's not straight, isn't it? Didn't we just have like one long conversation about how it's not going to do that? So try again, but like use your head. Huh?
I don't know what you want, Ron.
So as time goes on, and we're going to lose...
Right, yeah.
No, but this isn't rate, is it?
Oh
This is
my god,
product.
you just said it was right!
No, it's product.
I don't understand.
Again, it's going down, isn't it? But we're not losing product.
Okay. Is that better? You want this gold one? Is this nice? Is this nice for you? Samesies?
It's close. It's close.
There we go.
So, there's some
3
axes.
pages of notes for this shit.
Not worth the paper it's written on.
No.
Hello. Uh-oh, indeed. Right, so we start at this corner. As time goes on, the availability of reactants is going to decrease, isn't it?
If we're not pumping them in, yeah.
We're not pumping them in. We're not pumping them in.
I was picturing a little vat.
So
with
as
tubes
time goes
coming in.
on, it's going to drop, and then eventually they're all going to be used up. So we've got a steady amount.
I have drawn that.
This one,
Yeah.
yes, I said close. But what the only difference is that you've done quite a sharp corner there, whereas it's more of a curve, isn't it?
Sure.
It is.
Okay, I said sure.
Right, lesson over.
I can't believe that's the first dick and balls in the book. Lord, my blood pressure right now. Okay, Rombon. Quizzing?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
We're doing impressions there of Child of the Podcast, who has recently learned to hold a phone up to her ear and say, hello? It's delightful.
Okay, we're going to do a quiz.
Okay. Are you all right?
Yeah.
You're looking right into the setting sun. Do you want me to shut the curtain?
In more ways than one. To looking into the settings.
Oh,
I'm
right.
not about shutting the curtain.
Yeah, that was euphemistic and I hated it.
Yes, we're doing a quiz. There's 6 things. 6 answers. 6.
Okay.
5 and I'll give you a letter grade for the last one.
Oh, you're going to make me talk a paragraph?
I'm not going to make you talk a paragraph, but I am just going to make you answer a question.
Just so that you know, by the way, listeners, Ron and I have officially spent too much time together.
Yeah, we're getting crabby.
Whoa. Ron has become sassy, particularly when he has a Minecraft controller in his hand. He has become a sassy pants.
Yep.
And I have morphed into my mother. So
Oh, God, yeah. Everyone's ganging up on me.
you were ganging up on me.
No,
you murdered me.
You were just being a twat.
And if 2 of you are calling me a twat, that's ganging.
No.
Yes.
Not if you've made your own little twat gang.
Well, how come when Megan stole your stuff, you weren't furious at all?
Megan didn't steal my stuff.
She does steal your stuff all the time.
Not blatantly in front of me.
You've been sleeping in my bed, Minecraft, by the way, for like 3...
Yeah, but that doesn't use up the bed.
Well, arrows don't get used up. You've got a chicken farm, and I'm providing flint and iron.
You're not providing those things to me.
I am providing. I leave them in your chests all the time.
No, you don't.
Yes, I
Why
do.
would you do that?
Because we're just nice players.
Mental.
I'm not playing some fascist version.
You're not some benevolent Minecraft millionaire coming along.
No, but
swanning
because
in.
I don't have the feather creator, I've just been putting all the arrow stuff together.
Why? Don't
Because
do that.
I don't have any feathers, so it's
Make
no
your
use
own.
to me.
Get your own.
I don't want to make a battery farm.
No, but the thing is, just say, hey, can I have some arrows?
You had 5 stacks. Why didn't you just let me have them?
Because you needed to be taught a lesson.
I didn't need to be taught a lesson.
You did.
I didn't.
You
And I
did.
haven't learned that lesson. I stole loads of your stuff yesterday.
I'll kill you again. I'll burn your beach paradise to the
Don't
ground.
burn my beach paradise to the ground.
Then stop being a trog.
Hey, do you think for Patreon content we should do some Twitched Minecraft?
I've been saying it for like a year.
Yeah, but we don't know how to do Twitch.
No, and we asked the listeners to chime in, but they don't. They're all just
They
there
don't want
like,
it.
oh, we love the podcast, 5 stars. Not just like giving us the help that we're asking for.
Keep your £3 a month. Tell us how to Twitch, you fool.
All we want to do is make like less than minimum wage to play Minecraft online.
Ah.
Right, so
Okay.
5 at a letter grade. You will need a blank piece of paper
Oh, no,
eventually.
you're going to make me do a graph.
Yes. Number 1. Can you name 4 things that affect the rate of a reaction?
Catalyst.
1.
Availability of the stuff.
2.
Temperature.
3.
Ooh. The reactivity of the elements.
Can you say that?
Electrons.
You were so close.
Where
and then
the
you just said
electrons are in the
electrons.
shell.
Yeah, could you say that in reference?
Italian accent. The rate of the reactivity of the electrons.
Actually, no, I'm not going to give that one.
Why?
Because that does not affect the, like, if we're saying let's say the reaction that we're doing is
Okay,
chemical
well then
A
you
and
phrased
chemical
the
B.
question badly.
Yeah,
Let
and
me
that's-
have another
that's why
thought.
I'm rephrasing.
Let me have another
Nobody's
thought.
getting at you.
Let me have another thought. I must have another thought around here somewhere.
Where did that thought go?
Right, it's not going to be like just, is there any oxygen around? Because not all reactions will need oxygen. You're thinking about fire, Laura. Wetness, that's not a thing. Oh, I did have a thought today about science, right? I was on a river doing some paddleboarding, and I thought I could drown in this water, and then I thought it's because there's too much hydrogen in there. I can't breathe hydrogen, because that's the difference between oxygen and like air and the water. It's the hydrogen content. It's hydrogen that makes water dangerous. Anyway, so
Absolutely daft.
that's right. H2O. The O we're fine
There's
with.
hydrogen in the air.
Yeah, but less.
You know what most of the air is?
Nitrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the oxygen that we like.
Yeah,
but we can't get
no,
it out
but
of the
it's because
water.
it's not an oxygen molecule.
And the hydrogen. Just let me have this.
You don't.
I was paddling about thinking about science.
I'll let you have it because it's nothing.
I won't get murdered for having that idea. That's good. Do you remember like 10 minutes ago we were sat outside eating paella and having a lovely chat about our lives, and then it's like the microphone comes out and it's the catalyst for an anger reaction.
I'm having a nice time.
Are you?
Yeah,
Tell
I'm
your
not.
fucking face.
Shut up. I'm just not satisfied with the paella.
You are angry about the paella.
Took an hour and a half, and then it was. Let's be honest. There was still some crunches in there,
There were some crunches in there.
but then most of it was mush.
But, hey, by the time we've panko breadcrumbed it and air fried it and turned it into paella balls at around 1 a.m, we won't even care.
We're getting drunk.
Hey, you're already drinking Stella.
Yeah,
And I've
we
had
don't
a
have
glass
that
of
much
wine.
Stella though.
No, you're quite a drinker, aren't you?
Yeah, I can put them away.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink the listeners under the table in September. All 20 of them.
Right, hang on. So temperature,
Catalyst.
catalyst, availability of stuff, surface area.
Bam! 4
Yes!
points.
Oh, that just came to me in a vision.
Dab on it.
Joseph was a coat of many colours.
The surface area was very colours.
It was temperature and catalyst and surface area and availability of stuff.
One time I was hanging out with friend of the podcast Noah, and there was another friend there. It might have been Forgetikins.
Forgetikin!
And we'd stayed up all night playing video games. This was before we even drank.
Wow.
We'd stayed up all night playing video games.
You guys started drinking so weirdly.
Why?
I was at uni and I got a phone call from Mum once. Very, very upset because you'd had a sleepover and between you had drunk a whole bottle of Pimm's.
Yeah.
And I was there on the phone being like, I've had a bottle of Pimm's while we've had this conversation,
It wasn't
mother.
even just a sleepover, it was a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drank a whole bottle of
We
Pimm's.
were like 17.
She was also like, they've gone through a whole box of tissues. And I was like, I don't know what to say about that.
This was just a normal party outside. I don't even think we were using tissues.
You must have spilled something.
Yeah, maybe.
But I was just like, Mum, it's just Pimm's.
Like, there was just such a dichotomy in the house, because once I was having one of these guys, I was quite not famous, but I was very popular for having these garden parties. Cool kids used to come. Sometimes they kiss me.
Whoa.
I know.
Have you ever kissed a boy?
Yeah. Wasn't for me.
No.
Yeah.
It's a science podcast.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And we were drinking vodka in orange squash.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, squash. My brain just supplied juice and then updated it afterwards.
Yeah, no water.
Oh, wrong.
Yeah, just vodka and
You
orange
must have
squash.
had such a headache.
No, we were drunk. It was fine. We were like 15. And then Dad came out into the garden. So we all like hid the vodka under the table because we thought we'd get in trouble. And then Dad, he like goes like this. He like beckons me over with his finger, and I was like, shit. He's seen the bottle and fucked it. And he beckons me over and he goes, Ron, this is the most boring party I've ever seen. Why do none of your friends have drinks? Drove me to the shop and bought us a couple of crates.
Ah. Yeah. Man, it was different being his son to being his daughter.
Anyway, so Noah, Forgetikins and
I'm
I.
Forgetikins.
This is like the afternoon after we'd stayed up all night, and we'd gone back to Noah's mum's house, and we were waiting for someone to give us a lift home or to get picked up. We were just sat in the living room, fairly delirious from lack of sleep. And then a stuffed camel on the top of a bookshelf starts moving.
Oh, no.
And it goes, I open my eyes, pull back the curtains. None of us moved or reacted. We all just sat there and watched this camel sing this. And it was literally one of those moments where we were just like, did you see that as well? Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, question number 2.
Oh,
this is the one where you need the paper and the pen.
Oh, I hate the graphs. Okay, but I'm on full marks so far.
Mm.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, a penis. Okay.
Axes.
Yep.
The bottom axis is time.
Time. It waits for no man.
The y-axis is the amount of reactants.
Amount of reactants.
I'd like you to draw a graph of the amount of reactants over time in a closed system, not a factory with pipes,
Oh, yeah.
at a constant temperature.
So just down to the right.
Describe.
Start with a load up here, and then it just reduces at a steady rate until there's none.
That's what you did when you thought it was a factory with stuff getting pumped in.
Amount of reactants? What's a reactant? The
It's
things
the
that are reacting, or
Yes.
what you end up with?
It's the things that are reacting.
Yeah, that's about right then. You start with loads, and then there you go. Or you turn into something else. You don't destroy
What are the
it.
4 things that we talked about that affected the speed of a reaction?
Catalyst.
Yep, catalyst isn't changing.
No. Amount. Oh, so it's going to slow down.
Yes.
Hang on. Hang on. How does things slow down in a graph?
Yeah, nice.
I made it like a slope.
Yeah, quick at first. Because if you think about it, like let's say we've got a beaker of reaction going on, and there's loads of it, it's bumping in real quick, so it's going to cane through the first bit, but then later on, here where it's real slow, it's going to take a while for them to bump in. I mean, technically you'd want this line to be at the bottom, wouldn't you? Because there's going to be none left. Yeah. You get it?
Full mark.
Half a mark.
Half? Why?
Because you got it wrong the first time.
Oh,
In the
piss
same
off.
way that you got it wrong when we recorded the bulk of the episode.
I think it was a different question in the bulk.
Yeah,
of the
that
episode.
was the same but the opposite. Laura, what's the definition of a catalyst?
What's the definition of a catalyst? It is a thing that speeds up a reaction without getting used up in the reaction.
Perfect. Well done. Okay. And finally, for a letter grade, Laura. Chemists in factories where they pump chemicals in.
Chemists in factories.
Where they pump chemicals in.
Yeah.
What do they have to consider when they're working out the conditions under which to have a reaction?
Is this not question 1 again?
No.
What's the question?
What do chemists have to consider when they're working out what conditions to have a reaction in?
Loads of stuff, I expect.
Yeah, that's why it's a letter grade, so just kind of discuss, maybe use some of the information that we talked about in the last episode.
What episode?
The episode that we've
First
just
episode.
recorded. The episode that we're in.
The episode we're in.
This episode.
This episode. I guess what reactants they've got from porn.
No, the conditions that they already know the reaction.
Yeah.
What conditions are they going to
Yeah.
do that reaction under?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would depend on what's reacting. Like if I'm doing a fire reaction, I'm not going to do it in a wooden laboratory. But if I'm doing a water reaction, I'm not going to do it in a one made of skips.
Okay, I didn't understand what you
Do you know what I mean?
said before. I get, yes. All right.
1 point? A?
Is that your final answer?
What do they want? Yeah. But it all boils down to really what they're reacting, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Talk to me back so that I can have a conversation.
It's not a conversation, it's a quiz.
I don't really I can't picture this. What does a chemist look like?
It's like a brunette Scottish lady in a lab coat. She's
okay.
got glasses.
What's she reacting?
Chemical A and chemical B. To
What,
make chemical
what
C.
are they? Liquids?
Sure.
I need sides on the dishes then.
Do you think that's what I'm asking?
I don't really know what you're asking because it feels to me like it's like, oh, think about surface area and a temperature and catalyst.
Yeah, so they're going to tweak those things
Yeah.
that we talked about before.
Yeah.
What are they trying to get out of that at the end? Like, what are the things that they're... Yeah, why are they doing those things?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask them. You can't come to me with a hypothetical chemist and say, what's his purpose or hers? I don't know. You made him up.
Do you think that the hypothetical chemist
Yeah.
wants to do this reaction really slowly?
It maybe.
Do you think that they want to get a very small amount of the product out of it
Possibly.
and loads of byproduct?
Maybe. It like, okay.
Why
Here's my question.
Why would they want any of these
Ron,
things?
Are they
How
doing,
is that amazing?
Ron, are they doing an experiment or are
No.
they're trying to make something?
Yes, in a factory with the tubes, I said.
Right. That makes more sense now. Thanks for clarifying. Okay, so I'd say they want the optimal time for, like, you know, we did that graph about where the byproduct and the time have a happy place. That.
I don't think we did a graph about that.
Didn't we?
No, we
I
talked
think-
about it.
Well, maybe I drew a graph in my head, but there's like, you know, in the intersection between, oh, so fast you get too much byproduct, and oh, it's very slow, but you get loads, but you're like, oh, 90% and 2, you know?
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
D.
D? For getting it right?
After I told you the answer, yes.
After you made the question legible?
I said all. I can't see any. I said all of these things the first time round.
No, you didn't.
I did.
It wasn't
So
clear.
you've got 4 marks and a D.
Do you know who you're being? Dara O'Brien's shit teacher.
Hey, Macatech.
Did anybody else assume that because it was a factory, everything would stay constant? That's what I want to know.
It wasn't
this
a
week.
factory.
You said it. There's literally a drawing in my
We
notes
talked
of a
about
factory.
we talked about a factory, and then we started talking about Mackie. Stop yarfing. And then we were talking about something else.
I don't think we were.
We were.
Anyway, Get tickets to see us at the London Podcast Festival, please.
Desperately that one.
You old crones. You're a grey old witch. All the other insults were unused. Come and see us live. London Podcast Festival, 16th of September. I think some extra tickets got added to the Balham show. So if you wanted to come to the November show, 5th of November, at the Bedford in Balham, there are 5 tickets, I think, just got released, some extra tickets. So you can snaffle those up. That's the Cheerful Earful Festival.
Yep.
Join the Patreon.
The thing is, as well, is that it's not just us at either of these things.
No.
So don't feel like you've got to trek to London just to see these 2 clown horses. You could see other podcasts as well.
But ours
Do
is the
see
best
us.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
see
come
us.
to London and then not see us.
Yeah, if you go watch Pappies and not us, we're going to punch you in the throat.
Yeah. Any other business, Ron? Are you all right, Mackie?
No, just really desperately, everyone come.
Yeah.
Politely, please.
Politely. And we're about to record with Husband of the Podcast a year review, an annual review, a parent-teacher meeting.
Oh, wow, we're committing to that, are we?
Aren't we? For Patreon?
Yeah, okay. I assumed you just want to play PlayStation.
I do. But you've said you've done the prep. All right, well, we might not do that. You'll have to join the Patreon to find out. Oh, you haven't really done any prep. Okay.
Hang on. Just a bit of prep.
Okay. Listen, you'll have to join to find out
Maybe.
if we did it and if it was any good. Other than that, have a safe week, have a colourful week, have a polite week.
Speak to someone you've not chatted to in a while and you've been putting it off.
Go and see a rabbit at your local pet shop.
Go and watch the fish at a fish store. And
We should do the register.
yes, all right. Do you want to go first or second?
Where are the notes? Are they in the...
It's in the outro.
Okay, thank
It's in the
you.
outro bit.
Thank you,
Where
you-
it should be.
Right, thank you, Harry Smith. 1, for not being Ron. 2, for being the leader of the anti-Dobber lead, trying to keep knobs and balls out of the book. Was doing a great job until this week.
And thank you to Leanne Langdon, firstly, just for being a nice listener and stuff, but also because they have promised to buy the first round at the live show. So buy your tickets now, and Leanne will get the pints in over the interval.
Hey, Leanne. Mine's gin. And thank you to Hayley, Vice President of Pipes at the Chemical Factory, that we were definitely in. Take good care of yourselves.
Yeah, have nice times.
Yeah. And Mackie says hello.
Yarf. No, Mackie says... Class dismissed.
True human emotion.
Real human emotion coming through.
It's the sound check. That was it. That is a beautiful shape on there. Have a look at that. Okay, let me have a listen.